Huang Zhiyang likes to walk along the river before going to work. The sunrise there reminds him of his faraway homeland, Taiwan. Huang, 25, is one of numerous overseas volunteers working for Taiwan's International Cooperation and Development Fund. A computer science graduate, he chose a career path different from his classmates, traveling to the Gambia to share his expertise. Computers are not easy to come by in the Gambia. Realizing that it would be easier and more practical to repair an old computer than to buy a new one, Huang suggested that the local government set up a computer repair class. While Huang teaches his computer class in the Gambia, many more Taiwan ICDF agricultural specialists, medical staff, and other volunteers and professionals are contributing their skills to places in need around the world. Taiwan's past experiences mean that these volunteers never forget that helping other nations is the duty and responsibility of every person.
Recycling, we take back to flush the floor again.
In the 1950s, like many other countries, Taiwan had just witnessed the horrors of World War II. Infrastructure all over the island had been damaged. A lack of funds made it difficult to repair or rebuild irrigation systems, and to produce or buy fertilizer. For a long time, most people lived under the shadow of poverty and hunger. Economic, technical, and medical assistance from the U.S. and other countries, however, allowed the hard-working people of Taiwan to revive agriculture and use the profits they made to develop industry and commerce. Thanks to a great collective effort and some innovation, Taiwan's economy gradually became prosperous. Out of gratitude for the foreign aid it had received, Taiwan began in the early 1960s to help other developing nations develop their agriculture sectors and fight hunger with farming techniques developed in Taiwan. The contributions of Taiwan's agricultural specialists have been honored in the many countries they have visited. This statue commemorates a Taiwanese agricultural specialist who passed away in the Gambia 40 years ago. Xie Ingduo, who is working in the Dominican Republic, is another example. His entire life stands as a testament to Taiwan's work in providing international aid. Xie has spent more years in Central America than in Taiwan, and has achieved remarkable results cultivating rice in the Dominican Republic by employing the experience he gained back home.
1970的时，这人口320万嘛吼，啊，对我，家生产增加到300万地，伊才算地啦吼，一地725磅。过去总是为美国迄个空运来吼，过去啊，尾啊，阮1967、68的时，家设立一个经济计划嘛吼，经济计划就是讲要做成基本的经济，啊，找农民去种迄个第二级的种子哦，所以全面的推广嘛吼。
Xie has never regretted spending the best years of his life serving in a foreign land. With the same gratitude that the Taiwanese had once felt, the Dominicans have given Xie an affectionate yet noble name, Father of Rice. Meanwhile, in southern Africa, a harvest celebration is taking place. These villagers have specially organized performances to express their appreciation to Taiwan's agricultural mission based here. Like Xie, Liu Huixiong has spent most of his life in South American countries, providing assistance in rice and corn cultivation. He says with a smile that he has seen more foreigners than Taiwanese in his life. We asked Liu, who is currently stationed in Africa, if he misses home. He replied, "Of course! That's why I am trying to turn these African wetlands into a scene of rural Taiwan." Nearly half a century has passed since the 1960s. Over this period, countless wars and revolutions in the countries Taiwan has sent missions to have forced people from their homes and taken many lives. Yet battles to provide people with sufficient food and a safe place to live have also been ongoing in Africa, Central and South America, and Southeast Asia. They've been led by Taiwanese agricultural specialists against unfriendly environments and unsophisticated production methods. From surveying climate and soil, choosing the right form of agriculture, and providing technological training, to variety improvement, provision of processing technology, and training in production and marketing, Taiwanese agricultural specialists and local residents have been turning wasteland into farmland for the past 50 years. This transformation has freed people from the dread of famine. More importantly, people have been given hope for the future and faith that their dreams can come true. This model, in which Taiwan's agricultural specialists work hand in hand with local residents over many years to overcome adversities and realize impossible dreams, continues to be used today in many parts of the world. This is Kiribati, an atoll located in the South Pacific. As in most countries in the region, the soil here is high in salt content and poor in nutrients, making agriculture problematic. Taiwan's agricultural specialists have nevertheless taken on the challenge of growing vegetables here on Kiribati in order to remedy its people's dietary imbalance.
这个国家的土壤啊，大部分都是珊瑚礁。我们来到这里，结果发现这种土壤要种，也实在是我在农技团走的时候最困难的一个地方。我们再去改良这个土壤，技术团只要这里是靠椰渣工厂的椰渣，然后搅拌猪粪，还有这个我们施过的那个沙，然后搅拌以后，再拿来种植。
The residents were amazed by the fruits and vegetables grown by Taiwan's technical mission. They became convinced that if the Taiwanese could do it, they could too. Aside from growing vegetables, Taiwan's technical mission also taught locals how to raise pigs in a more environment-friendly way. While pig manure is used to enrich the soil, the supply of fresh pork has also been increased.
A little bit swollen. If they're not pregnant, this one always doesn't mean
Resource poor in earlier times, Taiwan transformed its agriculture with a multi-pronged approach. Today, the effectiveness of the methods it used is visible again in Kiribati, where the quick and palpable results have inspired local residents to see a future filled with possibilities.
and the kuchai. Kuchai is special of it. Not too much strong. Not in a lifetime will be strong. The kuchai, yeah?
And what might the future hold? Perhaps the experiences of Taiwan's technical mission in Honduras can offer a glimpse. This is morning in Honduras. Transported by truck, these people are on their way to work. They are employees of an export and processing factory in Honduras, specializing in so-called Oriental produce, meaning produce that is commonly grown in Taiwan. Perhaps it is because the climate and soil in Honduras are similar to those in Taiwan that Taiwanese crops like Chinese eggplant and bitter gourd grow so well here. They have even become Honduran exports, earning foreign currency for the nation. This company, which Taiwan's technical mission helped to establish, is the world's largest exporter of Oriental vegetables to the U.S. Through applying its agricultural knowledge, Taiwan has created miracles in nations across the globe. Another beneficiary is the Gambia. Despite the Gambia's abundance of water, it previously lacked a modern irrigation system. Though the British built pumping stations here, farmers could not afford the fuel needed to run them. As a result, projects to increase rice production never got off the ground. Taiwan's technical mission built an ebb and flow irrigation system in the Gambia. Over just a few years, the nation was able to launch a program to greatly increase its production of food staples.
甘比亚河水的水位会受这个影响，会有差不多80公分到120公分的落差。所以在河的两边呢，比较平坦的地方呢，就有机会利用这个落差呢，发展这个所谓的潮汐灌溉。主要就是帮他们开沟引水跟排水，然后做水门啊。
Irrigation know-how is vital in developing agriculture. With their insight, technology, and passion, Taiwan's technical missions have made the impossible possible. Looking across this luxurious green expanse, Gambians will perhaps remember that behind their irrigation system, which provides inexpensive water so easily, lie years of sweat and toil on the part of their Taiwanese friends.
When the Taiwanese team came, they came to Kuntaur area and they had a pilot around Sukuta village on tidal irrigation. We visited the place, had a discussion with them. We were really excited about the possibility of developing tidal irrigation. We have water management, fertilizer management is so efficient. Also having seen what they have done in Sukuta area and what we have done together in Kuntaur area. So food security actually, and also to support farmers to make rice a cash crop so that people are not just relying on groundnut. So rice can be a cash crop, but then there has to be some support for that to happen.
In addition to agricultural technology, Taiwan has shared its experience in aquaculture, producing admirable results in many countries. As with crop cultivation, aquaculture takes time to develop. It starts with researching the local climate and water and selecting appropriate species for test rearing. Because Kiribati is surrounded by ocean, Taiwan's technical mission decided to promote saltwater aquaculture. To encourage more people to participate in the project, besides helping to build aquacultural ponds, the mission provided fish fry and feed. Mission representatives hope that in the near future, aquaculture will be as successful as at Lake Yahoa in Honduras and become a key source of income. At Lake Yahoa, freshwater fish are raised. Tilapia were introduced to Taiwan 50 or 60 years ago from Southeast Asia. They are hardy, grow quickly, and breed profusely. Because of this, tilapia was formerly an important source of animal protein in Taiwan. After many generations of genetic improvement, the appearance and shape of Taiwan's tilapia changed. and this new breed was christened Taiwan tilapia. For many years, it has been one of Taiwan's major exports. Following several years of hard work, the delicious, low-cost Taiwan tilapia has been successfully raised in Honduras and has become a major product of Lake Yahoa. Due to its popularity, the local economy and quality of life have improved significantly. For some, change is just an abstract concept or merely a dream. But when real change comes, for children on the verge of starvation, it represents not only a full belly today, but hope for the future. This charitable cafeteria has been established by a Catholic priest to prevent children from starving. All in all, it has helped over 25,000 children grow up. Recognizing the cafeteria's efforts and the children's urgent needs, Taiwan's technical mission taught local residents how to raise fish and grow vegetables so that the children would always have enough to eat. Though this aquacultural pond belonging to the cafeteria is small by commercial standards, it is filled with the humanitarian spirit of several nations, including Taiwan. To provide a steady supply of protein for impoverished children, Taiwan's technical mission has joined forces with a number of humanitarian organizations to keep the pond stocked and the good work going on. The look of satisfaction on the children's faces when they eat these fish is enough to make anyone happy. An expert serving in Taiwan's mission said, "I have children too. If I'm not working for the next generation's future, then what is our generation good for?" We've heard the priest mention Taiwan in his prayers and in conversations with children. Though they might not know where Taiwan is or what it looks like, if they think of it as a place of warmth and caring and feel grateful to it, said the expert, that's my greatest reward.
Siempre unidos. Amén.
Sí, este proyecto que se llama Sula Valley es un proyecto que se está haciendo a través de Food for the Poor, Misión de Taiwán, ICDF, y Se Pudo, que es nuestra organización aquí en Honduras, que somos los representantes de Food for the Poor, y tenemos un convenio con ICDF tripartidita. Este proyecto es un proyecto que pretendemos sea autosostenible y que sirva para capacitar a nuestros campesinos y a aquellas personas que más necesitan ser capacitadas y no tienen la capacidad de pagar cursos o salir al extranjero a capacitarse.
Taking care of children is taking care of the future. Humanitarian organizations, therefore, would like to see more space devoted to fish ponds so that greater numbers of children can be helped. The priest and all those who have put fish fry into this pond share the same hope. We pray that when these children grow up, they will build ponds that will never run empty and will provide enough food to share with others. Change has the power to instill faith in life, strength, a sense of gratitude, and a spirit of sharing. These are the most valuable things Taiwan has gained from its development. Though Taiwan has become a modern industrial society known for its high-tech products, it has never ceased to provide development assistance. Since 1996, the Taiwan ICDF has been integrating global resources to carry out a range of projects abroad, helping to develop community economies and agricultural, industrial, as well as commercial operations. The Taiwan ICDF's partnership with the Central American Bank for Economic Integration has helped ensure the success of many such projects. The concept of a global village is maturing, and the international community has become aware that problems in one region can quickly spread. Economic concerns are especially sensitive. Developing countries often borrow money from richer nations, but if their economies fail to improve, they not only will be unable to repay their debts, but will also lose creditworthiness. Should they require further funds, creditor nations might find themselves landed with a long-term debt burden. The Central American Bank for Economic Integration, of which Taiwan is a founding member, provides developing countries with capital and consultancy for their economic and community development programs. Take this urban district in Honduras, for example. Previously a shanty town, it is being transformed into a beautiful, modern residential area with commercial vitality, thanks to assistance from the Central American Bank for Economic Integration. The bank's modest investment will bring a wonderful payoff, spurring business development and raising incomes while enhancing health and quality of life. Participation in this and other resource-integrating multinational partnerships is a key development in the 40-plus year history of Taiwan's efforts to improve the lives of people around the world. While large-scale investments take a long time to bear fruit, a small-loan pig-rearing project promoted by Taiwan's technical missions in Central America has generated undreamed-of returns in a short time. Leticia Jimenez of Honduras used to have no professional skills she could use to supplement her family's meager income. Her only wish was to feed her children and see them grow up healthy. Never did she imagine that her life could be different until a Taiwanese technical team introduced her to pig raising.
Bueno, yo con este proyecto que tengo de cerdos he salido adelante ahora. Ya hoy ha cambiado la vida de nosotros. Hoy ha cambiado, pues hoy tengo la casa, compré solar, puse la luz, hice todo este corredorcito, la pila, y hoy ha cambiado bastante. Sí, gracias al proyecto porcino.
Getting a lamp, building a fence, or buying a washing machine might not seem like much of a change. But if you think this way, it means you are well off. For people who have nothing, such amenities can be cause for great joy.
Pues los cerdos yo los atiendo con amor los atiendo porque por ellos voy pasando yo, por ellos voy saliendo adelante y pues en cuanto los miro yo, pues los miran los hipotes y vengo a la cocina, de la cocina paso a verlos a ellos y así voy saliendo y el concentrado pues dependiendo de cómo ellos vayan comiendo yo les voy dando.
Seeing her satisfied look, we wonder whether the next time we visit Mrs. Jimenez, she will be a large-scale pig farmer like Milian Ortono.
Mi nombre es Miriam Ordóñez, soy una de las beneficiadas. Empecé el 2001 con los préstamos que nos dan acá por medio de los representantes de Taiwán. Los préstamos que nos dan son de 35 a 40 mil empiras para ayudas a las familias de escasos recursos, ¿va? Especialmente a nosotros las mujeres. O mujeres solteras. Como mujer nos sentimos orgullosas, ¿verdad? Por esa ayuda que nos han dado, porque no nos han fallado. Y queremos decirles, yo inicié el 2001 y ahora Ya estoy fuera, ¿verdad?, del convenio con ellos, pero siempre nos están apoyando. Nos dan los cerditos cuando iniciamos, 20 lechones nos traen ellos, nos llevan a la casa, nos dan el concentrado, 80 quintales, y también nos dan asistencia técnica.
We now can understand why the pig farming project has been so successful. It is because Taiwan's technical mission had a sound understanding of the local economic environment. This understanding enabled them to see things from local people's perspectives. Members of Taiwan's technical mission not only picked the most suitable strain of pig for the farmers, they also prepared special pig feed and provided regular medical examinations of the pigs. Their expertise and comprehensive approach will be passed on to young trainees as the time will come when the mission leaves. However, leaving won't mean resting. The process will start all over again in another part of the world that needs the mission's help even more. The volunteers leave hope and faith behind in the lives of those they've touched, but except for friendship and memories, they take nothing with them when they go. Small loans can produce impressive results, as we can see in Africa. The embroidery on traditional Gambian costumes is done by hand, a stitch at a time. But one man in the Gambia got a bright idea. He used a small loan from Taiwan and the local government to buy a small generator. With the electricity from the generator, he is now able to use an electric sewing machine to produce beautiful embroidery quickly. In the Dominican Republic, a group of Taiwanese has introduced a new method of producing cassave, the nation's staple food, which has helped raise incomes. Cassave bread used to be made from the cassava root by hand, a time and energy-consuming activity that limited productivity. Taiwan's industrial service team helped develop a pressing machine that has boosted productivity by several tenfold. Moreover, the team brought in low-cost, environment-friendly solar power equipment, which has greatly reduced production costs.
En la cual Taiwán nos ha ayudado a renovar lo que ha sido nuestro secador solar con las puertas de cristal más herméticas. También nos ha ayudado con lo que son los reguladores para regular el voltaje del sistema de paneles solares, sistema de energía solar. Estamos pensando que Misión Taiwán nos puede seguir facilitando otras demás ayudas. Hemos participado también en capacitación con Misión Taiwán en el IBI, donde hemos aprendido también otras tecnologías que son muy buenas para nuestros. Los mejores productos de Villa Generación.
Maria Castillo's comments a moment ago referred to another key Taiwan ICDF focus in recent years in many countries, the provision of job training. We can find people in Africa, for example, whose lives have been changed because of these training programs. Alice is one of them.
I applied for the technical college as a motor vehicle mechanic technician. So they answered me, then I read the interviews, then I get passed, then they get me there. So I started my first year as a motor vehicle technician. Taiwanese teacher, Mr. Tang, has brought a lot to us. In fact, he brought a lot from Taiwan, practical things and also theory things. Here in Malawi, most of the ladies, young ladies, they don't apply for mechanic. They don't apply as technicians. They fear it. They thought it's a tough job for men especially. But I applied for it, and I take it as a challenge.
These two Dominican girls feel very lucky to be taking a computer training course and in a classroom that is within walking distance from their homes. Students come here for different reasons. Some want to become computer teachers. For her part, Yahaira hopes her new computer skills will give her an edge in the job market.
Mi nombre es Yahaira Rosis, tengo 18 años, estudio aquí en el Liceo Ernestina Tejeda. Para mí es muy importante el Internet, porque en él podemos encontrar miles de tareas. Por ejemplo, si vamos a hablar de las células, encontramos muchas definiciones diferentes, de las cuales podemos hablar de la que más nos conviene y de la que nos asigna el profesor. Aquí también podemos buscar, por ejemplo, Word, que ahí podemos crear cartas, diplomas, certificados. También, por ejemplo, Excel, que en él trabajamos con hojas de cálculo. Si podemos trabajar en una oficina, es muy fácil, porque en Excel hemos aprendido demasiado.
Learning computer skills in the Gambia takes more commitment than in the Dominican Republic because many people there have to walk for 2 hours to and from school. Teachers from communities around the country come into contact with computers here for the first time in their lives. Taiwan's Wenzer Hui, who is performing alternative service here in place of military service in Taiwan, shares teaching responsibilities with a member of the U.S. Peace Corps. According to Wen, many places where he and his fellow teachers work do not have electricity, let alone computers. They are optimistic, nevertheless, that even if their students will not have the opportunity to use the skills they learn, their children will, because, as one teacher put it, the farther away you are from computers, the greater your distance from the world.
Say again?
The devices needed to perform the task.
The devices?
The keyboard and
Right,
the mouse as the input.
Good, good.
The processing of the CPU.
What else? The fine wiring.
In comparison to the Gambia, Taiwan is highly connected to the world. Taiwan not only produces computer equipment, its people also enjoy greater access to computers than those in other nations. Communications between government and citizens in Taiwan have also become digitized. In addition to providing computer training for teachers, the Taiwan ICDF computer specialists employ Taiwan's experience to help the Gambia's government digitize its operations.
The ICT project, we specifically are calling it e-government project. The e-government agenda is very important to our country because we expect that in the information society, we in the public service must provide our services electronically. Well, in future, in terms of the e-government, the expectation is that we expect, all services of government that can be digitized, they are then provided electronically.
Providing vocational training is like sowing seeds. Every student is a seed, which, if planted in fertile ground, could flourish in all manner of ways.
A través de dicha institución hemos tenido la oportunidad de compartir con una cantidad de instituciones, entre ellos la Misión Técnica de Taiwán, en donde pudimos tener la oportunidad de tener asistencia técnica hace unos 3 o 4 años atrás, con especialistas muy capacitados que vinieron a nuestro país y nos impartieron cursos tanto en el área de maquinado como en el área de fabricación de piezas plásticas.
El sector metalmecánico de nuestro país se siente regocijado por el apoyo que hemos recibido por la misión Taiwán en la República Dominicana a través de los programas de capacitación que hemos venido desarrollando en las áreas específicas de moldes, troqueles, fundición, también el área de agroindustria. Y en estos temas, básicamente en mi empresa, hemos recibido una ayuda muy importante en la fundición, donde hemos logrado mejorías específicas para la fabricación de impeller de bombas de agua. Esto es en el mejor manejo de las arenas, el mejor manejo del proceso de fusión y en el mejor manejo del moldeado. Específicamente hemos mejorado en ese campo, en la fabricación de nuestros impulsores para bombas de agua, y estamos en una línea de desarrollo en nuestra empresa en ese campo de la fundición.
These accomplishments testify to the contributions of technical missions in vocational training. In the future, more seeds will sprout, blossom, and bear fruit, even if we are not there to see it. In addition to providing vocational training in the areas of information and industrial technology, Taiwan also engages in the long-term, costlier undertaking of training medical personnel. The lack of medical resources is a problem most developing countries face. Taiwan's mobile medical missions provide services in many developing countries on a regular basis. As treatment of diseases must not be delayed, these mobile missions share the latest medical knowledge and technology with local medical workers. Moreover, the Taiwan ICDF has provided many medical workers with full financial support for internships and advanced training in Taiwan. Thanks to one of these projects, obstetrician Peter J. came to Taiwan and received 1 year of clinical training there. Moreover, the building and main medical facilities of this hospital where he works were donated by the Taiwan ICDF. The outpatient service center at this hospital is called Rainbow Clinic. It focuses on AIDS patients, and the medical team in charge is from Taiwan. Due to a still poorly developed system of population registration and issuance of ID cards, the hospital at first had no comprehensive, reliable records of treatment and medication. Only after the Taiwanese medical team instituted a fingerprint identification procedure could AIDS treatment and follow-up monitoring be carried out effectively. To boost their AIDS patients' immune systems, the team also provides them, free of charge, with nutritional supplements produced by a small factory the Taiwan ICDF has built. Maria is a patient at the clinic. Her husband died of AIDS several years ago. After undergoing an HIV test, she found out that she too had been infected. She told us that for a long time after being told about her infection, she could do nothing but weep. When Taiwan's medical team told her that appropriate treatment would allow her to keep raising her children, she felt great relief. The team encouraged Maria to make handicrafts to earn some money. Even though she doesn't make a fortune, she told us that people won't despair as long as they have a goal and something to do. When asked what she most wishes for, she said she would like a sturdier house and hopes her children will be free from the scourge of AIDS. With AIDS, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Nurses from Taiwan's medical team travel daily to villages and rural villages to educate local midwives and the general public about the importance of safe sexual conduct. and to reduce the neonatal mortality rate and the HIV infection rate. In some areas, they have also set up simple delivery rooms to ensure expectant women receive proper care.
waliose mambo tendikanai wini 120 shani tablets mafikisa kweni kamoza pavima pakati wakwenda kumanga vichi mankhwala ndofa 1 tablet pazuwa tablet yose pavichi.
Sexual activities and also the unlucky for health.
They also utilize blood donations to screen for HIV among those who are fearful of taking a test.
那在这边其实是等于说是大小病都要应付，也是有些要做一些我以前已经不用再做的事情，可是也这样子，也会觉得自己比较更全面一点，这是我最大的成就感。就是以前认为说这些东西好像不太可能在这边做的，可是因为问题的需要，因为病人需要，然后我们还是做了，而且还是成功了，这是我们的成就感。当装备比较差的时候，那代表的是技术的变好。有时候病人去世不是因为手术的原因，而是因为其他的装备或什么配合不上，会有一些挫折感。
Over here, we've often seen team members doing several jobs, fitting 2 days of work into one. They humbly say, however, that their efforts are simply a way of repaying the love shown by foreign medical workers who once served in Taiwan. While many Taiwanese are contributing their skills around the globe to help those in need, people from all over the world are undergoing training in a host of fields in Taiwan. Though they differ in nationality, skin color, and age, these men and women share a common hope that tomorrow will be better than today, and that the next generation will be better off than this one. Who knows what they will be capable of achieving?
大学的时候有修西班牙文，对西文还有一点兴趣，所以就想说要到一个西语系的环境来看看，感受一下不同的文化，享受一下你年轻人的潜力，增加一些人生经验吧。这种经验在台湾是感受不到的。出来之后，可以从外面去感受台湾在世界上是怎样的一个立场。
曾经有一个念头是想说，哪一天我有钱的时候，我可以买一艘船的米，然后送到非洲去，也许可以为这个世界上其他人做些什么事情。我在这边找到了很好的伙伴，然后也找到一些可以学习的典范。我相信在我这边对自己的成就会比较多过于他们，因为我相信他们从我身上学到的东西，绝对没有我在这块土地学到的更多。一个人在这边生活，难免会觉得孤单，但是其实一点都不寂寞。
Nor is Taiwan lonely, because whenever it reaches out and gives to the world responds by coming to our shores.